Yeah, we'll call this the joys of single parenting. Uh, at one time I was married and got divorced, and I got custody of the kids. And she went on her merry way. You know, you think when you marry somebody that, you know, it's like the motion picture movies, and, you know, all women have maternal instincts, you know, motherly instincts, if you want to call it that. But no, not all of them do. But anyway, after so many years, well, it was almost like every year that I got income tax, I think, wow, man, I should leave, take the kids and get the heck out of this. It just wasn't working. But anyway, so later on in life, we got divorced and I got custody of the kids. And then it was interesting. Number one, my cooking sucked. You know, you can learn how to wash clothes and do all that stuff for your kids, but cooking, it sucked. My hamburgers were done on the outside and raw in the middle. So anyway, I started, I got a cookbook. One of my sisters, I got 6 sisters, one of my sisters sent me a cookbook, and after I started with it, shoot, I was making homemade bread, I was making my own homemade stuffing, I was on a roll, couldn't be stopped, making pies every day, cakes, you name it. But anyway, you know, when you're single and the kids come home from school and they want to go in the room and watch TV, and so they would go in the room and eat their supper in there, and me and the dog, we'd sit out in the kitchen. Well, about once a week I'd make Spanish rice. I mean, good Spanish rice. You know, I'd fry up the hamburger and add the tomato sauce and the rice and some El Paso, what do I call that? Can't remember. Taco seasoning. And it tasted pretty good. Well, this went on for, you know, about a year or so, and we're down there on the farm, and down on the farm, you know, down on the farm. But anyway, so during this time, the kids went down to play with the neighbor's football or something, and I go, you know what, I've never cleaned out the couch, I've never cleaned out my registers, that's what I'm going to do. So I took the cushions off the couch, and I go, what is that stuff down in there? And it was hard as a brick. And I went and got a spoon, I bent the spoon, I got a thicker, bigger spoon, and got down in there, only to find out it was Spanish rice. So I cleaned it all out of there, and I'm not in a good mood. I take the covers off the registers, and there's Spanish rice down inside the registers. I'm pissed. So anyway, the kids come home, and I'd already made up Spanish rice. They wanted to eat in the room. I said, no, we're all eating out the table. And they're sitting there and they're crying and stuff. I go, what is wrong with you kids? Well, we don't like Spanish rice. I'll tell you, it made me really small, just thinking about that. I said, why didn't you tell me? Well, we didn't want to hurt your feelings. Okay, so me and the dog, we ate that stuff. I said, you kids go outside and play, I'll make you some hamburgers. So I got the hamburger out, got it unthawed. I'm working away at the stove there, and my oldest boy come in. He says, Dad, did you check your waiters? And then he slammed the front door, the screen door, and took off running. I go, what the hell? And I went in the room and looked inside my waiters. There was Spanish rice in my waiters. I was not happy. Well, also during this time I'm raising kids, and you know, when you're single and you're raising kids, you really gotta watch your pennies. But every day this guy would show up and want to stay there and eat, and I fed him, and this went on, and I was really getting pissed at it. I didn't want to be mean and hateful, but I just couldn't afford to raise kids, and this guy too. So I told the kids what I was going to do. I said, don't you laugh, don't you laugh. Okay, okay. So they were in the other room, and this guy, he ate, and I said, hey, would you like some more? Oh, no, I'm full. So I put all the plates on the floor, let the dog come up and lick all the plates. I picked all the plates up and stacked them back up in the cupboard. And the guy never showed up again for supper. That's the joys of parenting. It worked. It worked. But that's part of life. When you're growing up, you never know what you're going to get into. You think everything's going to be like these movies and just everything fall into place and everybody happy ever after, and it don't work that way. Let's see. That's my son when... Yeah, that's my oldest son. This is my very youngest son. Let's see. That's one of the kids running around outside. Oh, that was my van. And this was my oldest son. And he passed away in '97. So tell you what, people, when you have kids, I don't care if they're 1 day old or if they're 90 years old. Take all the pictures you can, because once you lose somebody, you're not going to get them back. And pictures is the only thing you got to hang on to. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. But you know, being a parent is not easy. It's not all fun and games. You got to learn to cook, clean, do laundry, do all this stuff. Plus, you got to go to work. When you go to work, then you have to hire a babysitter. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.